Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Nohad Nafwal Sports Complex in Zouk Mikkel, Lebanon, as this battle of the West Asian powerhouses in FIBA World Cup qualifying. Lebanon, the Cedars, the home team against Jordan, the team leading Group C in this Asian World Cup qualifying group. I'm Darren Kilfera. Figures to be a really intriguing contest this evening. You can see the other game in this group finished already. Syria clinching their place in the next stage of the qualifying process with that 81-76 victory over winless India. Syria now 2-3, India 0-5 thus far in World Cup qualifying this cycle. But Lebanon comes into this game 3-1. Jordan a perfect 4-0. Lebanon's only loss on game day 2, 87-83 defeat by Jordan. Darquavis Tucker, or Dar Tucker as he's colloquially known, the star of the show on that occasion, 32 points, 4 steals in that game for Jordan. There you can see with 8 points, top of the group, and Lebanon looking to level the playing field. Both of these teams already through to the next phase, but remember, all of the games in the first stage of qualifying carry over to the second stage. 7 teams from Asia, along with China, going through to qualify for the FIBA 2019 World Cup. And both of these teams will feel they are well within reach of the promised land of China next summer.
Ladies and gentlemen,
still very possible that both of these two teams could advance to the World Cup proper. But much depends, particularly for Lebanon, on the result here tonight. We are just to the northeast of Beirut, the capital of Lebanon, along the Mediterranean Sea coast. As you see the Jordanian players wearing their black away kit tonight. Occasionally wear the dark red unis, but they are coming out, led by their star player, the San Lorenzo player in Argentina, Dar Tucker, former DePaul player in collegiate ball, NCAA Division I level in the States. He helped San Lorenzo win both the Argentinian title and the FIBA Liga de las Americas championship. South American champions defeated Mogi das Cruzes in the final earlier this season. And there you can see the rest of the Jordanian lineup out here. All 5 players who started the first game between these two teams in Jordan late last year are dressing here tonight. Only 2 of the 5 starters for Lebanon from that contest involved here in this game, Jean Abdel Noor and Ali Haidar. Some injury difficulties for Lebanon, while Arachi, the star point guard, torn ACL, he's out of action for quite some time still. And his normal backup, Ali Mezer, is out as well through injury. So much will depend on what Jad Khalil, Joseph Chartouni can manage for Lebanon from the point guard position. Amir Saou may fill in a bit as well at the point position. Ball distribution for the Lebanese team. Rustam, number 8 tonight. This is Chartouni seeing his first meaningful action possibly tonight in international play. Had some garbage time minutes in the 2017 Asia Cup last year. Plays his collegiate ball right now with Fordham in NCAA Division I.
Number 21,
10 conference for Joseph Chartouni. Unfamiliar name to those of you who have been watching the Lebanese team through the years. There's Bassel Bauji, 6'8" power forward. He figures to be a key player for Lebanon, both offensively and defensively. And there's the captain, Jean Abdelnour, 34 years old now, averaging nearly 10 points a game in the qualifiers this cycle. Same average he has for Sporting Al Riyadi Beirut, the star team right now in Lebanese basketball. And there you can see, with the beard, Patrick Saba, the coach for Lebanon, as both teams stand still for the two national anthems, Lebanon and first Jordan.
وهلا نسمع سوا وقوفا النشيد الوطني اللبناني.
Rousing support from the home team's fans here in Zouk Mikkel. Not a full house as things stand. Quite a contrast to the electric atmosphere in Jordan for the previous game between these two teams in the group. Jordanian captain Zaid Abbas, 34-year-old, 6'7" forward, who plays his basketball in Beijing in the Chinese league. He and Abdelnour exchanging trinkets at half court, and both teams just about ready for the start of this game. You can see the Filipino, Japanese, and Taiwanese referees in this game. Ferdinand Pascual in the middle of your picture there. And both teams, a couple of final warm-ups before we get underway in this crucial game. Should decide the winner of Group C. Lebanon and Jordan both again already through to the next stage of FIBA World Cup qualifying, but all wins and losses carried through to the next stage, and this a big game. Late start in Lebanon, by the way. It's just coming up to 9:30 in the evening local time. And whether that contributes to the increasing atmosphere as more fans take their positions in this impressive Nuhad Nafwal Sports Complex arena. Great sight lines, good vantage points, and proximity to the court. I want to keep that atmosphere as electric as possible. Lebanon again coming into this game without some of their biggest names. We mentioned Wael Arachi, also Aitor James Majok, the Sagesse player in the Lebanese league, former Los Angeles Lakers draftee, big 6'11" centerman. He's not involved tonight for Patrick Saba's team. Neither is Ahmad Ibrahim. He had 22 points and 10 rebounds in the first game of the qualifying process at home to India for the Cedars. There you can see the full Jordan lineup. Ahmed Al-Dwairi, 6'10" center, bottom of your screen there. He is making his Jordanian debut tonight, at least in this current qualifying cycle. Jordan Al-Dasuki, the 6'2" guard who graduated from Lake Superior State University, Division II NCAA team in northern Michigan 2 springs ago. Hasn't yet found a professional team, but he has gotten his first international call-up for Jordan tonight. Probably doesn't figure to see too much action on the court. But really it's Abdeen, Dar Tucker, Ahmad Al-Hamarsha, Mohammed Shahir Hussein, Zaid Abbas, Musa Kayat Al-Awadi, the big names for Jordan. As for Lebanon, John Abdul Noor, the small forward, 34-year-old, 6'6" player, the captain of Lebanon. Ali Haidar, forward. They have a few new players, including Sam Young, the former Memphis Grizzly. Second-round draft pick, number 36 overall in the 2009 NBA draft, Sam Young. He makes his international debut today, and much will quite possibly fall on his broad shoulders. Miguel Martinez, another player, seeing his first international action today for Lebanon since the 2011 FIBA Asia Cup. He'll be in the number 2 jersey for Patrick Saba. It's Sam Douglas, the coach of Jordan. He's a fiery type on the Jordanian sideline, as Lebanese just waiting a few extra moments to take the court at the start of this Group C encounter. If Lebanon lose, it's possible that they could be overtaken by Syria in the final action of this group. Lebanon having defeated Syria 87-63 away in Damascus on game day 3. But they won't want to even have that be a possibility going into the final day's action. They play on Sunday night, Lebanon here against Syria. Jordan will host India in what should be a home banker for the Jordanians in 3 nights' time, but we are just about ready and underway as the tip-off comes free to Zaid Abbas, and the 3 short from the corner. Missing there was Al-Awadi. And bringing the ball front court, Amir Saud. Saud taking the point guard duties at the start of this game. Off to Haidar, top of the key. There is Sam Young. First international touches for him. Stripped of the ball. Did it come off his knee? Young unhappy, but that looked a good call to me. Not going to please the home support, of course. As Tucker inbounds to Abdeen. And Mahmoud Abdeen coming front court. Jordan their first offensive set. Zaid Abbas, 4-3, swish. Zaid Abbas, a 32.5% three-point shooter for Beijing Baikong this season in the Chinese League. He opens the scoring with the tray. And now Haidar leaves off for Amir Saud. Shot fake by Bauji. He drives. Nice look inside and contact, but no foul there as Abdel Noor tried to go up. Now it's Abdeen for 3 the other end. That's off the front rim, but rebound picked up nicely by Dar Tucker. And drive strong to the hoop. Al-Awadi with the finish and the first 5 points of this game going for the visitors. Jordan never trailed in the first game between these two teams. They had a lead of as many as 16 points in the first half. As that long 3, no good for Saud, but the rebound picked up by Bauji. Saud looking for the reverse look. Miscommunication with Bauji, and at the other end, a slam dunk by Ahmad Al-Dwairi. 7-0 run from Jordan to start this game. One of the easiest assists that Abdeen will ever pick up. And Lebanon on the back foot here, 2 minutes into this game. Young miscontrols, but picks back up. 6 on the shot clock for Sam Young. Not a lot of range, but he'll pull up for 3, and that's short. Bauji crashing the board, but the rebound picked up by Al-Awadi. Quick pass front court, that's a little bit strong, but saved nicely by Al-Dwairi. Abdeen driving and can't find the finish there, but then kicked out of bounds off of Haidar's boots. And so Jordan continuing to up the tempo and exert pressure here in the Lebanese half of the court. Abdeen to inbounds. Al-Awadi. Long 3 for Tucker. That's no good. Tucker with range. 35.5% this past season in all competitions from the three-point line for him for San Lorenzo, as finally some action here. Abdel Noor, I think, wants goaltending. First foul of the game drawn by Saud. Well, definitely no goaltending there. Maybe complaining that the net was ruffled. As now Young gets his own rebound, another short shot. Squirts free though to Haidar, drops off for Saud. He shoots from 3 and got it. Amir Saud. Only 2 games played in this cycle, but averaging 21 points per game. And a 26 against Syria back in game day 3 for the Cedars. And the scoreboard not yet ticking over to give Lebanon their first points of the night. Abdeen again on point guard duty. 6'3" guard. Has the ball wrestled from his clutches by Young, and now a foul on Al-Awadi. Musa Kayed Al-Awadi plays with Al-Riyadi Aman and Jordan, and clear block and foul against Sam Young. And so Lebanon just feeling their way into this game, trailing by 4, just under 3.5 minutes in. Haidar backing in against Abbas. Up top, now Bauji for 3. Swish! Basil Bauji showing range. 6 points in a row for Lebanon. It is a 1-point game in the Nohad Nafwal Sports Complex. Abdeen, plenty of time. Pick and roll to Abbas. Looked like a travel outside the arc, but instead the shot no good. Rebound plucked again by Young. Young showing off his handle. Young dribble drive through strongly, up and in. And Lebanon, their first lead of the game. Earned very nicely by Young. Defense a bit passive there from the Jordanians, but here they are front court now. Al-Awadi forced to pick up his dribble. Abbas penetrates. Backing in, but swallowed up was Al-Dwairi. Turned around, 2 on the shot clock, running out of time, and the ball is free, and that'll be a shot clock violation. So the Lebanese defense stiffening here, approaching the halfway mark of the first quarter. Very impressive stuff by Lebanon to get back into this game and get their noses in front. Abdel Noor to Young. Big set by Haidar, but Young has to dribble himself. Again, strongly in, off the glass. Down she goes, and Lebanon, a 10-0 run to take a 3-point lead. Timeout called by Sam Douglas for Jordan. The up and under finish for Young Nearly 250 NBA games in his career between 2009 and 2013. Mostly with Memphis, but also 1 year with Philadelphia and another with the Indiana Pacers. Played his college ball at Pittsburgh University, averaged over 19 points per game as a senior, third-team All-American back in 2008-2009. Very well-traveled young since leaving the NBA. He's played in Puerto Rico, Australia, Mexico, Italy, and last year in Turkey with Uşak Sportif before coming to Homenetmen Beirut in Lebanon this season. And certainly the happier of the two coaches at this instant has to be Patrick Saba. He did not coach Lebanon in the first game between these two teams. It was the Lithuanian Ramūnas Buatutas who bolted in January to lead Kabelis in the LKL, the Lithuanian league. Not the happiest of stints for Buatutas in charge of the Cedars. And Patrick Saba rejoined the Lebanese national team from Homenetmen Beirut himself earlier this year. And his team leads by 3 as aggressive defending by Saud, lucky not to pick up a foul as Abdeen crosses the timeline. Tawiri a long way from the hoop. Drops off far side. Nice stutter step. Dropped off inside, but short on the conversion by Zaid Abbas. And Lebanese momentum continues. Bauji will work to the hoop. Look at the drop off, the high finish. Teardrop off the glass. That in by Abdel Noor. Lebanon 12 points in a row now. Can that change? Abdeen for 3. Long. Rebound though falls kindly for Abbas outside. Abbas loses his footing but manages to get the ball free anyway. And Abbas thought he might have come back inbounds from the wrong side of the end line, but referees allowed that one to stand, and so 12-9 the Lebanese lead. Amir Saud, 26 points against Syria in game 3. Good outside shooter, but this is Haidar. The rainbow 3, got it! Ali Haidar now, tickling the twine. His first points of this game. Now Abdeen tries to get the pass up top to Alawadi. He'll drive in the corner, wide open for 3. Abbas, that's no good. Saud plucks the ball off the glass himself, and that just about finds its way to Haidar. Lebanon again into the offensive set. And the ticky-tack foul on the perimeter by Zaid Abbas for Jordan. Player born in Palestine, Nablus to be precise. Had a double-double at Syria to open the qualifying procedure. 11 points, 10 rebounds, Abbas. Third team foul in this first quarter for Jordan. No fouls committed yet by the Cedars. And as Bauji now stutter step outside Saud. Bauji foot on the line, or no, it was just behind. Another 3 kisses the crowd. And Bassel Bauji with 6 points now in this first quarter. Tucker trying to finish strong, drew the foul this time. Bauji putting his hand up to try and take credit for the foul, although it might have been the bump by Haidar drawing the whistle. Tucker, 76% free throw shooter this past year. Only just finished his campaign for San Lorenzo on Saturday. Averaged 18.5 points per game in the Argentinian Liga A Finals series against San Martin. San Lorenzo, Tucker's team winning 4 games to 2. And Tucker 32 points in the first game between these two teams, but at his first tally here in Zouk Mikal this evening. Second free throw was wide, but rebound taken down by Hussein, but he's stripped. Long outlet pass is too long from Saud, looking for Abdel Noor. Turnover there by Lebanon. 2:48 to go in this first quarter. Lebanon, the 15-point turnaround after that opening run, and that should be steps and is against Tucker this time. Tucker complaining, looking for some star treatment there. 1, 2, 3, 3.5 maybe steps. I think that's a pretty fair call, but Tucker trying to work this international refereeing crew right from the off. Saud front court, good ball movement, far side three, that's short. Abdel Noor missing, rebound falls to Amin Abu Hawas. 24-year-old shooting guard, operating the point guard position here, dropping off for Bazai. Sending Bazai into the game. Outside Abu Hawas, he'll pull up the long-ish two, that's a good shot. Got himself into a decent position there, Abu Hawas. Had no points in the first game between these two teams. His best of the qualifiers, 11 points against Syria to open the campaign. And now the strip and the eventual turnover by Saud. Good play at both ends. That's a clean strip by Abu Hawas. And a good call giving the ball back to Jordan. Exactly 2 minutes left now in this first quarter. Abdel Noor gets a nice round of applause as he heads to the bench for a quick breather at the end of this first quarter. This is Sami Bazai. 24-year-old drops off. Is that a charge? No, it's and one. Or down to the ground. Definitely a block call signal there. Referees complaining, was he inside the restricted zone underneath the hoop? Young, his first personal. Having a chat with our Taiwanese referee, Chinese Taipei, if you prefer. A little bit of mopping up here. Bucket did not go in, and it'll be Abu Wazana, Yusuf Abu Wazana, to take the two free throws for Jordan. 5 of 6 from the charity stripe in the World Cup qualifying campaign. Make it 5 of 7. Abu Wazana plays also with Al Riyadi, the best team in Jordan, and rattles the second free throw up at the board, pinched by Hussein. Up top, Bazai for three. That rattled off the iron. And rebound fell kindly for Joseph Chartouni. He will handle the ball on this offensive possession for Lebanon. Strip though, not the best pass. A 2-on-1 break here. Hussein goes it alone, can't finish. Rebound taken down, and that'll be a better conversion by Abu Hawas. Good stuff from Amin Abu Hawas. He's got 4. Jordan back within 4. Off the ball foul here as Young drew the body contact for Lebanon. Side court inbounds. Maybe a lifting of the pivot foot there on the far side by Elias Rustam as Young, he moves strong, and the bank up and in. Fouled on the play as well. Young now with 6 points in this game and a chance to make it 7. Bazai undersized and overmatched there as the 6'3" guard somehow found himself in the paint against the 6'6" Sam Young. Young can't get the free throw to go. But still, Patrick Saba has to be pleased with the flow of the game inside the final minute here of the first quarter. Abu Hawass, he's stripped. Cleanly enough, front court comes Rustam, but thinks better of going without the numerical advantage as a knock on the knee of Ali Haidar. Hussein complains, but Mohamed Shaher Hussein, 6'10" center, and plays his club basketball in Morocco with Fath Union Sport Rabat. Finds himself in earnest discussion with our refereeing crew tonight. Jordan now in the penalty. As you see Charles Tabet about ready to enter the game for the first time. It'll be Haidar to shoot 2 from the free throw line. Lebanon did not shoot well from the free throw line in the first game between these two teams, and it was really the difference on the evening. 1 of 2 this time for Haidar. Bazai front court. Trying to go 2 for 1 here if they can, but good aggressive hassling defense on the perimeter by Chartouni. Forces the mistake. Rustam will drive. Lays up and in and 1. Bazai's second foul. He came in from the angle, hacked Rustam on the arm, but Elias Rustam, late drive in multiple senses here in this first quarter for Lebanon. Chance to make the lead double digits with 17 ticks left in the opening quarter. Seventh foul of the quarter against Jordan. Bazai, the first player for either team to commit his second personal. And Rustam gets the free throw to drop. So Lebanon following the script that Patrick Saba would have wanted to see here in this first quarter, apart from the 7-0 run to start the game for Jordan. Since then, Lebanon on a 24-7 run. And some full court pressure as Tucker back into the game. He has been kept in check thus far. Only 1 point for him in this first quarter, down inside the final 10 seconds. Abbas outside to Tucker. Tucker, he's fouled. They had fouls to give Lebanon. Abdel Noor picking it up. That's his first. Very diminutive figure, Patrick Saba, on the Lebanese bench. He knows his way around this Asian qualifying process as Tucker inside. Not sure if that was meant as a pass or a shot. Tucker waving a hand of apology, and Lebanon the 10-point advantage after the opening 10 minutes of action here in the Nuhad Nafwal Sports Complex in Zouk Mekel, Lebanon. Advantage the Cedars at the end of 1 quarter of this game. Top scorers in this game, both the Lebanese, Bassel Bauji with 6 on 2 from 2 3-point shooting, and Sam Young a bit more volume, 3 of 6 for him in this game, 6 points as well. Leading scorer for Jordan is Zaid Abbas, 5 points on 2 of 5 shooting, but on the whole, Jordan 6 of 16. They do have 6 offensive rebounds. That's really the only reason they are not further behind this far in this game. 12 rebounds in total to Lebanon's 10. As this Asian World Cup qualification process continues, some electric basketball being seen here in West Asia as Jordan falling behind to Lebanon after 10 minutes of play. China, the destination for both of these two teams, they hope. And as we look at a few highlights from the first quarter, don't forget you can download the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 app presented by TISO from the Apple App Store or Google Play for Android devices. Get all the stats, news, and videos you need to enjoy the competition from the qualifiers through to China next summer. 80 countries, one app. The FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 app. Sam Young with that strong finish at the hoop. Clock reset here to start the second quarter. Abdel Noor will inbound for Lebanon. And Joseph Chartouni, into the game, just finished his junior year at Fordham, the Atlantic 10 team in NCAA Division I basketball. Nice switch, far side. Bauji for 3, but that's well long. And Tucker skying, belying his 6'4" size to take that rebound down. Tucker outside, trying to go it alone. 1 on 3. The rebound falls kindly, and the foul on the follow by Hussein. Tucker's got to move the ball better. He can't try and go 1 against 5. He's great at finishing at the hoop. Really dynamite selection of moves he has in his arsenal, but got to set up the drive. Very fortunate that the board fell to Hussein, and he's able to go to the line for 2. Jordan now 1 of 5 in this game from the free throw line. Second free throw again misses. Rebound to Bauji. Jean Abdel Noor. Really strong defensive player, Abdel Noor. Possibly the best Lebanese defensive player of his generation, but now offensive possession splutters. Now Bazai in the corner. The three-point shot by Ahmad Al-Hamarche finds the bottom of the bucket and his first points of the game. Good dish from Bazai. Iron was kind to Al-Hamarche. And Bauji on the outside now for Lebanon. Front court for them. Chartouni tries to be behind the back pass. Just about salvage, but 2 on the shot clock. Bauji from 27 feet didn't call bank and didn't get iron. That's a shot clock violation against Lebanon. Wild play from the 23-year-old youngster. Born in Quebec, Joseph Chartouni has Canadian nationality as well. He was named to the Atlantic 10 all-defensive team this past collegiate season. And he checks out of the game as to the hoop. Great block on the drive from Hussein. But now we have a whistle. Watch it again, Bazai. Nice roll from the top of the key by Hussein, but Young skying. Did he get body? I think he did maybe get some arm there, Sam Young. Crowd doesn't like it. Towering block shot attempt by Young, and in fact, it was a foul called. first of the game on Young as the inbound pass, another block, this time Tucker again hacked on the arm. Abdel Noor with his second personal of the first half. Good luck to find Tucker cutting to the hoop. Jordan just needs to be disciplined. They don't need to fire low percentage shots and take contested drives in the lane as Tucker again missing from the free throw line. Second free throw, finally gets one to go. He's 2 for 4 now on the night from the line. The Lebanese lead is 6. Saud to Sam Young. Could have dribbled, but dished across to Saud. 5 on the shot clock. Young must now penetrate. Kicks into the corner. The shot from outside is deflected, and they can't get the ball up and in before the shot clock expires. Young found the handle, but the contested shot from Saud was not near enough to the hoop to forestall what was eventually a Lebanese turnover. So Jordan just working their way back into the game here early in the second quarter. Trailed by 10 at the first quarter break. Bazai nearly with a travel, but just got rid of the ball in time. Inside Al-Dawiri. Underhanded finish and a strong tip from the little guy, Ahmad Al-Hamarsha. 6'6" in theory. I don't think he quite plays to that size as the long rainbow three just barely grazes the front rim. Rebound taken down by Abbas. Abbas to Al-Dawiri. Trying the reverse layup. Not quite sure he knew what to do there. And then the good finish. Al-Dawiri picked up the rebound and found his way to the tin. Sabet committed too early for the shot block attempt. Nifty dribbling and converting Al-Dawiri. Al-Dawiri playing his first game in the current World Cup qualifying cycle and showing some nifty footwork and reflexes under the net. He's got 4 points in this game, and Lebanon taking their first time out of the game. Patrick Saba drawing up something on the Lebanese bench. And there is Sam Douglas. He don't have the microphone into Douglas here. He's dropped a few profanities in instructing his troops earlier in this campaign, so probably wise to keep the mic away from him in the heat of battle on the Jordanian sideline. This definitely a game of runs. Jordan. You can see the stats so far. Excuse me, it's Jordan. I was going to say started the game on a 7-0 run. Lebanon dominated proceedings to quarter time, but now Jordan on an 8-0 run of their own to start the second quarter. And it's only a 2-point game as Saud for 3. Swish! That's how to stem the Jordanian tide. Amir Saud, 40% three-point shooter this past season for Al Riyadi in Beirut in the Lebanese league. See that range there as Tucker now the spot up 3. That's no good, but long rebound to Bazai. Back in the game with his 2 fouls. As that three-pointer down and in from Abbas. Zaid Abbas now with 8 points for Jordan. The lead trimmed right back down. Young well outside as Saud looking inside for Haidar. Backing in on Abbas, but stripped to the ball. The other way, Bazai loses the handle down to the floor. It's picked up, and that should be a ball for Lebanon as off the left hand of Al-Hamarsha. Good scrappy play from Lebanon to stop that Jordanian fast break, as into the game comes Charles Tibet. Tibet, 3 years with South Alabama in NCAA Division I basketball. Played with his twin brother Philip, former front court partner with Al-Mutahed Tripoli of Hassan Whiteside, the player now doing so well with the Miami Heat in the NBA. So that the 6'8" power forward takes up his position, now gets the ball for the first time. Up top, over to Saud. Good ball movement to Haydar, fakes, dribble drives, and stuffed! Good job defensively as Tucker at the other end denied by the rim, but the rebound picked off and finished by Al-Awadi. And we are tied at 27 points apiece. Al-Dawiri waving a finger. A little Hakeem Olajuwon action there from Al-Dawiri. Wonder who one of his role models is. As that's a good look inside for Tibet. The floater is in for Tibet. Did not trouble the scorers in the first game between these two teams in Amman. Played only 5 minutes at Tibet on that occasion, but now he's on the board here. That's Abdeen outside for Jordan. Halfway through the second quarter, long three is short from El-Awadi. Rebound nicely to Tucker. And Tucker, that should have been a carry. Some sort of turnover. Instead, fast break the other way, and one! Back defensively, Al-Awadi with the foul. Young to finish, and a chance to make it a three-point play. Lebanon will be very happy that the turnover wasn't whistled for the carry by Tucker on his way to the hoop right there. And in transition, Lebanon back in front by 4. Young can't make it 5. Mahmoud Abdeen up top, three-pointer for Abbas is no good. Abdel Noor picks up the long board. Saud off to Daniel Ferris into the game for the first time. Nicely worked, and the floating layup finds the bottom of the tin for Saud. Lebanese lead is back to 6. Saud now has 8. Joint top scorer in this game with Young. Dwyery, wiry presence inside. Takes it back, Ahmad Al-Dwyery. Ball held up though, that'll be a jump ball. Daniel Ferris, you see his enthusiasm. And the ball turned over to Lebanon. Daniel Ferris, the former University of New Mexico player. He was born in Albuquerque, actually, dual American Lebanese national. The Pit in Albuquerque, the famous college basketball stadium, below ground level. Most famous probably for the 1983 NCAA championship win by North Carolina State, Jim Valvano's team, over the Houston Cougars of Olajuwon, Drexler et al. Is that three-pointer by Saud not in, but a foul on the floor against the Cedars. Ball goes the other way. As Young fighting for the loose ball underneath. Daniel Ferris, over 12 points per game his senior year at New Mexico. That was back in 2009. Now plays with Champville in the Lebanese League. Nice dish outside, but the air ball, that'll fall kindly for Lebanon out of play. As Bazai with those 2 fouls back onto the pine for Sam Douglas. So 3:14 remaining in this second quarter. Lebanon has eked out a lead of 6 points here as new man into the game is Miguel Martinez. Set ball movement here. Saud with Martinez up top. Instead goes inside Ferris. The teardrop from 15 feet. Got it to swish right through. And so Daniel Ferris enjoying his first international basketball since the 2009 Asia Cup. And the shot block as well. Ferris, look how pumped up he is now. Welcome back to the Lebanese national team, Daniel Ferris. Going to make a case with that rejection of Tucker to get a bit more playing time in the second half of this game. This is how cult heroes are born, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Ferris, 6'9", 235 pounds. Plenty of bulk on that body as he takes a quick seat. Timeout called by Sam Douglas. Patrick Saba much calmer and cooler, as you can see, than his Jordanian counterpart. Sam Douglas was born in China, also has American citizenship. Played junior college basketball in both California and Texas, did Douglas. Tore his anterior cruciate ligament back in 2007. Managed to get back with Jordan to the 2010 World Cup as a player, but enjoying life as a coach alongside his assistant Faisal Al-Youssef Ensur. .15 on the shot clock after the Ferris shot block. It'll be Al-Hamarsha to inbound. Al-Dwayri, he goes strong up, and the foul by Charles Tabet. I think it was body contact. Looked like he cleanly got the ball to me. Watch it from this angle. You can see the right arm draped around and the lower body contact as well. So a good call. And Ahmad Al-Dwayri, 25-year-old center, will go to the charity stripe. Dwayri played in the 2013 FIBA Asia Cup, only averaged 3.1 points per game then. Unlucky with the rim there on the first free throw attempt. And the second free throw no good as well, but the offensive rebound taken down by Abbas, and the offensive boards continuing for Jordan in this game. That's now 15 offensive rebounds they have. That's as many rebounds as Lebanon has in total. 33 rebounds already in this game for Jordan. It's those second and third chance buckets they've been able to find in this game. Lebanon only 3 offensive rebounds of their own in this game. Again, the free throw missed, this time by Abbas. Jordan now 2 for 11 from the free throw line in this game. Lebanon only 2 for 5, but 2 for 11. That's just not going to get it done at any level of basketball. Finally, second free throw up and in for Abbas. He's now got 9 in this game. He's taken the overall scoring lead. Going to check out for a breather, though, with 2.5 minutes now left in the first half. Martinez front court for Lebanon. Tabet to Rustam. Good off-the-ball movement on this possession as Saud pulls up. 7 on the shot clock. Ferris thought about the 3. Instead, to Saud. Maneuvers, awkward-looking 3 up, and Martinez scrambles the rebound. Nice job in the corner for Martinez. Ferris kicks back out to Martinez. Good cross-court look. Saud pulls back for 3. Got it! Amir Saud. And suddenly the lead is 10, and the offensive foul on Abdeen. Martinez, the second unit for Lebanon, coming to the party in a big way. Martinez with the assist. And then the bump. Actually, was that a charge or was it on Mohamed Shahir Hussein? I think that was Hussein's second personal, as Lebanon had been pegged back, remember. This game was tied up at 27 apiece. Since then, Lebanon on the 11-1 run. And Young again trying to release. But the ball turned over. Here's Tucker front court. Tucker goes down and goes hard into the advertising hoarding. Looks like he'll be okay. Tucker suddenly seeing open water in front of him before the rather physical foul by Rustam. Not an unsportsmanlike foul by any means. Rustam clearly reaching for the ball. Lebanon now in the penalty themselves here in the second quarter, so Tucker to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Third point of the game, all on free throws for Tucker. Tucker, 33 made free throws now in the competition. Can't make it 34, but able to get his own rebound off the free throw. Coming into this 5th game day, no other player had made more than 15 free throws, as at the other end, off the turnover, the 3-point shot is not in, and the rebound falls kindly to Al-Dwairi as he gets fouled. I think by Martinez on his way out of the Jordanian backcourt. Just to mention Tucker again, he's now 3 for 6 tonight from the line, but he has made almost 50% of Jordan's free throws in the qualifiers thus far. As I said, coming into tonight's action, no other player in the Asian qualifiers has made more than 15 free throws. He now has 33. Shows how much he likes to penetrate, as Dwairi gets a free throw to go down. Can't get the second, but Lebanon gets the rebound this time defensively. 8-point lead for the Cedars, 1:11 left in this first half. Tabet outside, sets the screen, the 3-point shot, not in, but an offensive board this time, a rare occasion for Tabet and Lebanon. But then the turnover far side, Jordan with numbers coming forward. The bump and the shot effort not in, the rebound. Again, offensive board for Al-Dwairi, draws the foul, can't get the stuff in. But Jordan really controlling the glass in this game. And the over-the-top foul from Tabet Could have been a bump on Al-Awadi's effort. Not called against the Lebanese, but the follow-up clearly a foul on Tibet there. Just out physicaling everyone there, Ahmed Al-Dwayri. Again, his first game in this current tournament cycle of World Cup qualifiers. Showing what Jordan may have missed. They have won all 4 of their games thus far in qualifying. Missing another free throw. But again, Lebanon being out-rebounded in total 37-18 in this first half. Second free throw, again missing though. 5 for 18 now, Jordan, from the free throw line in this game. And that really is the difference between both teams. On the positive, you could say, is the fact they have 18 free throw attempts to Lebanon's only 5. Rustam for 3, that's short. Al-Awadi grabbing the rebound, and Jordan could just about play for the final shot. About 2.5 seconds the difference between shot and game clock in the second quarter. Abbas pulls up for 3, long. 5 seconds left. Rustam pulls up, that would be a 2, but he drops off from Martinez, who's fouled. Can't get the bunny to rattle around and in. That would have been a dagger for Jordan at the end of this half. Martinez will go it alone here. Lebanon already with 12 fouls as a team in this game. 2 for Young, 2 for Abdelnour, 2 for Bauji, and 2 for Saoud. I beg your pardon, 2 for Tibet. And so, with the clock all but expired here in this first half, Martinez may be the lone player forward here. As you see, the clock has expired. So Martinez, the 2 shots from the free throw line. With the court vacated for him to shine, Martinez scoreless in just over 3 minutes of action in this game. And being made to wait here. Trying to give Lebanon the 10-point lead that they had at the end of 1 quarter. With the 2 free throws at the end. That's one of the biggest storylines of this first half. Dar Tucker only 3 points in 17 minutes. He had 32 points in the first game between these two teams. The 87-83 win by Jordan at home to Lebanon on game day 2. Back in the first window of Asian qualifiers this cycle. Pleading his case. Not sure what case there is. Jordan has dominated the free throw attempts in this game thus far, but they haven't converted them. Nobody really in foul trouble for either team. 4 players with 2 fouls for Lebanon, 4 players with 2 personal fouls for Jordan as well. I think they're just checking the timing situation here at the end of this second quarter to see if any time should be put back on the clock, which would make sense. This will be the replay that tells all. Rustam with the shot fake into Martinez. He was fouled. Well, definitely should be some time on the clock, you would think. But it does depend on when the referee's whistle blew as much as anything. It's not strictly about where the contact when the contact happened. The foul has to be awarded as well, and so you really want the referee with a set of headphones on to be able to listen, see when the whistle went off. Not necessarily the same as when the ball goes out of bounds at the end of a quarter or a game or a half. When the ball goes out, it should be dead, but in this situation, the foul has to be whistled before it is officially administered. Well, if they were just checking to see if the free throw should be awarded, I could have told you that. But they have put 0.8 of a second on the clock, so not necessarily the final act of this first half in Zouk Mikkel in Lebanon. He's had plenty of time to think about the free throw, and the first one short from Martinez. Trying to score his first point for his national team since 2011 at the FIBA Asia Cup. Second free throw is, well, that should be goaltending, shouldn't it? Didn't hear a horn go off, and I think Martinez may have been shortchanged there, as looked like a possible goaltending. However, 2 free throws missed, plenty of free throws missed by both teams in that first half, but Lebanon will have to be the happier of the two teams going into the halftime dressing room. They have the 8-point lead over Jordan after 20 minutes of play. I'm Darren Kilfair. I hope you've enjoyed the opening half of action from the Nuhad Nafwal Sports Complex. Quick look at the stat sheet. Only one player in double figures in scoring, and that is Amir Saoud. 11 points on 4 of 11 shooting. Sam Young with 8 for Lebanon, and Basil Bauji with 6, the top scorers. For Jordan, nobody in double figures yet. It's Zaid Abbas with 9 points in 16 minutes and change. After him, Al Dwyery with 5 points and 4 rebounds. Abbas with 6 rebounds himself. Mohamed Shaher Hussein for Jordan. No points in 6 minutes of action, but 6 rebounds. So part of the story in that first half, the impressive performance on the glass for Jordan. But we will take a timeout here as the halftime festivities begin. Join us again at the start of the third quarter. Again, our halftime score in Zouk Mikkel in Lebanon. It's the Cedars 38, Jordan 30.
Yes, I did it my way, lie way, two-faced. But in my heart, I understand. I made my move, and it was all about you. Now I feel so far removed. You are the one thing in my way. 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 You are the one thing in my way.
جوزيف محرم الجيل تبعك مسكر على حدا ضروري هلا شغل الجيل سقف اسود لجوزيف حرب من بعد امرك تفسح المجال بالجيل.
And welcome back to the Nuhad Nafwal Sports Complex in Zukmekal in Lebanon. I'm Darren Kilfera. Our halftime score, the Cedars of Lebanon 38, Jordan 30. A game in which Jordan led 7-0 straight out of the blocks, but Lebanon striking back with a 12-0 run. And although Jordan pulled level at one stage in the second quarter of this game, Lebanon stretching their lead out again, and 8 points by no means an assured result for the Cedars in this game. But certainly they are in the catbird seat as they try and move level with Jordan atop Asian qualifying Group C. A couple of other games in the Asian qualifiers earlier today. In Group C here, Syria getting their second win over India in Group C, 81-76 in Damascus. Korea with the 82-74 win at China. Big result against the hosts for the Koreans as they are looking strong heading into the latter stages of Group A. The other game in that group, the Minnows of Hong Kong well and truly thrashed by the Kiwis of New Zealand. Final score in New Zealand, 124-65 for the All Blacks, as both teams just about ready for the start of the third quarter. The brief halftime intermission drawing to a close. New Zealand top of Group A, by the way, with 4 wins ahead of China and Korea, both on 3 wins through 5 games apiece. Australia and Jordan, the 2 undefeated teams thus far in Asian qualifying. Australia ahead of the Philippines on 3 wins in Group B. Australia the 4 wins. Chinese Taipei with the 1 win. And a big game for Japan, trying to pull even with Chinese Taipei and maybe advance through to the next stage of Asian qualifying. In Group D, Iran and Kazakhstan top of the table with 3 wins in 4 games apiece, and Qatar, who host Iran tomorrow, and Iraq, who will play Kazakhstan, both of those teams with 1 win apiece. So no clue yet who will advance as the 3 teams out of Group D. We do know which 3 teams in this group will advance. It'll be Syria, Lebanon, and Jordan. The question is, who will go through atop the group? And it may well come down to both whether Lebanon can win this game, but possibly also by how many points. Not that it really matters in the grand scheme of things, as both teams advancing, all the wins and losses carried over into the next stage of Asian qualifying. As it will be Jordan to inbound the ball here at the start of the third quarter. Mahmoud Abdeen bringing the ball front court as Jordan looks to start the third quarter just as they started the first and the second with a good scoring run. Dwyer to the hoop. He was fouled on his way home by Basil Bauji. Denied by the rim, Al-Dwyer. Didn't quite have the leap there. Might have had it actually had he not been fouled, in fairness to the big 6'10" center. Bauji 6'8", and a bit of a wingspan to boot, but couldn't quite sky to stop Al-Dwyer, who makes the first free throw. As Jordan will try and improve upon their horrid 5 for 18 free throw shooting in the first half. It's a good start here with 2 free throws converted by Al-Dwyer. This is Young. Young got contact, did not draw the foul though, and the rebound taken down by Abbas. Zaid Abbas has been impressive in extended action in this game. Dwyer might try his luck again, instead kicks out. This is Al-Awadi. Finds Al-Dwayri again. He's backing in on Haidar. Stumbling outside the arc was Abbas, but Al-Dwayri again. Left-handed finger roll up and in for Ahmad Al-Dwayri. Revelation in this game for Sam Daklas and Jordan. He scored all 4 points in the second half, but Young now with the bank. Good strong hoop there for Young. He's now into double figures with 10 points in this game. And Tucker now. Only the 3 points in the first half for Dorquavis Tucker. Stutter step dribble drive, then the loose pass trying to find Al-Dwayri, but you maybe just wonder at this stage whether Tucker is still tired out from his long exertions for San Lorenzo in the Argentinian playoffs this year. Young pulls up, ran into traffic down a blind alley as Abdeen the other way. Kicks out for the three-pointer, swish by Al-Awadi. Was his foot on the line? Looks like it's just been a two-pointer credited on the scoreboard as things stand. So the lead is 4 for Lebanon as Bauji off to Saud. Amir Saud not really seeing the best of his pure shooting form, as that was not a high percentage shot inside the arc for Haidar. But the foul committed, loose ball foul against Jordan. Lebanon trying to eat into that rebound disparity that favors Jordan in this game. And another long two is no good by Bauji, but again, Lebanon able to keep possession. Shot clock reset again to 14. Outside Abdel Noor. Kicked free, foot on the line there. It goes in. Just a 2 for Bauji. Bauji now with 8 in the game. Not very good court awareness from Bauji, but a pure stroke. As at the other end, 3 and 1 for Abdeen. Where did that come from? First points of the game for Mahmoud Abdeen. It could be a 4-point play. Jordan trying to narrow the gap to only 2 points. Abdeen got undercut by Saud backtracking. That's just not good play from Saud. And another offensive board. Does it come down? It does, and the foul this time on Abbas. Crowd not happy at the belated finish by Al-Dwayri. But it really continues to be incredible. Jordan has 19 offensive rebounds in this game, and another one off of a free throw as well. That's what drew the Lebanese displeasure. It was not a shooting foul. In the corner to take the lead, it's no good from Al-Awadi. That would have tied the lead, beg your pardon, as at the other end, Young, the running one-hander. Rather lackadaisical effort there along the baseline for Young. He had plenty of time to set himself. And the long 3 from Tucker is too long. Rebound comes out to Ali Haidar. So Jordan with several chances to tie this game for the first time since early in the second quarter. But Lebanon now front court for them, looking to extend their lead. Saud, long way from the hoop with 7 on the shot clock. Bauji the shot fake, the dribble drive, and the rejection. Not in their house, says Al-Dwayri, as shot clock violation eventually signaled, I think, just as Al-Dwayri was landing on the sideline, hence the whistle. That might be the justification from a Filipino referee. But Al-Dwayri, look at the block again. Second block of the game for Ahmed Al-Dwayri, and a loose foul there from Ali Haidar as Abdeen tried to penetrate. Yet again, Jordan dominating the early stages of a quarter. Third time running. They have eaten into that halftime deficit. It's only 3. Jordan a chance to make it 1 or possibly tie things up. You can tell that Al-Dwayri's feeling it, but outside to Abbas, can't find the 3. No one can right now. Tucker kicks outside, that's for 2. It goes in from Al-Awadi. The Lebanese lead is, well, I think it's 2, yeah. Scoreboard nearly went for a 3, but it was clearly on the line. So the lead is 1. Inside hoop, but no, I beg your pardon, harm, but no hoop, as Abdeen with the foul on Abdel Noor. Seemed easier to make that layup and miss it for Abdel Noor, but he'll go to the line for 2. The Lebanese captain, who has been with Sporting Al Riyadi Beirut since 2009. Al Riyadi twice FIBA Asia Champions Cup winners last year and also in 2011, as both free throws go in. Lebanon's lead is back to 3. Abdeen front court trying to outmaneuver Saud. Instead finds Abbas top of the key. There's Al-Dwayri again. Held on the ground. That'll be the 4th team foul. I beg your pardon, the 5th already for Lebanon in this third quarter. Fouls starting to add up. Bauji has 3. He's the player in most difficulty right now. Dwayri with 9 points now. Go to the line again where he is only 3 for 8 tonight. Make it 3 for 9, and he still can't quite become the first player to get into double figures in scoring for the Jordanians. Gets the second one though. 3 for 5 from the field, 4 for 10 from the free throw line for Al-Dwayri. Bauji's attempted pass on the perimeter, the defense from Al-Dwayri. Douglas likes the offensive effort, head coach for Jordan. And loose ball foul on the floor here. Saba wants it against Jordan, but instead it's the other end. And things falling apart in this first half of the third quarter, and Jordan to the line, a chance to tie things up as Ali Haidar will ride the pine for a bit. Musa Kayed Al-Awadi, who had 24 and 20 points for Jordan in their 2 games against Syria in this qualifying process. Makes the first free throw easily enough, and the second one as well. So we are level pegging in Lebanon. The Nuhad Nafwal Sports Complex could be a barner as we head into the second half of this third quarter. Good move to the hoop, can't finish Young, but he'll go to the line for 2. Abbas whistled for the foul. Actually a little bit of Abbas's jersey grabbed by Young, starting his move toward the hoop. Clear armbar there though against Abbas. Young can't get the roll on the first free throw though, and Audible groans of disapproval from this decent crowd, not a sellout. Again, a very late night start, 9:30 p.m. local time tonight. Does suit the Lebanese culture, mind you. And a second free throw in, so the Lebanese lead restored, but Jordan can take their first lead since the very start of this game. Al-Dwyer looking outside, but the ball's stolen. Young front court. Young to the hoop and in. Good hands from Young. Good handle from Young. And an uncontested lay-in. Lebanon back up by 3. Abdi, good look inside Abbas. Strong finish off the glass. Abbas now with 11, and Alawadi trying to hassle Lebanon in their backcourt. Abu Wazana not overcommitting defensively, or rather Tibet, beg his pardon, for Lebanon as Bauji now outside. Young nearly stripped by Abdeen. Good ball movement, far corner for 3, got it! Big bucket for Abdel Noor. That's a momentum killer for Jordan. Abdel Noor now with 7 in the game. Tucker still only the 3 points for him. Can that change? Off the dribble, drive, and the finish in off the 10. First field goal of the night for Darquavis Tucker. Very much in touch in this game. Jordan as Lebanon outside. Saud nearly gives it away. Retrieved by Young. Young, good turn, but into traffic. Ball stripped and taken by Abbas. And so Jordan, another chance to tie the game or take the lead on the Abdeen 3. Swish! Mahmoud Abdeen, Jordan into the lead. 51-50. What can Lebanon do here as the foul against Young off the ball? Abbas held his ground and drew the foul against Sam Young, his 3rd personal. Well, I'm not sure about that, you know. He was moving. He sold it well enough, did Abbas, but I think that foul easily could have been against a Jordan player. Anyway, chance for Jordan to extend their lead, but that attempted pass was tipped and taken by Tibet. Saud outside. Good pass inside Bauji, and then the scoop up and not in, but definite foul there as down to the ground went Abdel Noor. Looked like Bauji had nowhere to go, but he distributed very well, finding his team captain. And for once, Al-Dwyer couldn't get a clean block. Plenty of arm there by Al-Dwyer, and so Abdel Noor to the line to shoot 2. One of the rare perfect free throw shooters on the night. Abdel Noor now 3 for 3. Lebanon only 6 for 12 from the free throw line in this game. But 2 for 2 there from Abdel Noor, and Lebanon back in front by 1. As this game seesaws toward the end of the 3rd quarter. Tucker. many prodigious scoring feats for him in his career. He's been held in check mostly tonight, and that was a great steal. Really good hands by Saud. Rustam pulls up for the fadeaway three, swish! And just like that, Lebanon in front by 4. Jordan will take timeout. Lovely form from Elias Rustam. Rustam now with 6 points in this game. See what it means to him. And just a quick reminder that you can download the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 app presented by TISO from the Apple App Store or Google Play for Android devices. Get all the stats, news, and videos you need to enjoy the competition from the qualifiers through to China next summer. 80 countries, one app. The FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 app. A little Mexican wave peters out. Good taste from the fans on the far side of the Neuhard Nafwal Sports Complex for me. Your mileage may vary, of course. As the Lebanese players showing a hint of full court pressure here. Face up inbounding. Tucker able to retrieve from the face of Rustam. Tucker, twice the D-League Slam Dunk Contest winner, the NBA Development League, which is renamed the G-League now. As that three from Bazai rattles out. But the foul on the floor against Tibet, that'll send, I think, Hussein to the free throw line. Lebanon well in the penalty here in this third quarter. Sami Bazai, the man born in Gilbert, Arizona, taking that three-point shot. Played NCAA Division II basketball. Rebound came to Hussein, and very well off on that first free throw attempt. A Kuwaiti citizen, Hussein, as well as Jordanian. And gets the second free throw in. The Lebanese lead trimmed to 3. Chance for Lebanon to breathe a little bit on the perimeter. Back to Bauji. Good shot fake in. 17-footer. He was fouled. Little ticky-tack foul on Amin Abu Hawass outside. Another American-born player for Jordan, Abu Hawass. Born in Roanoke, Virginia. Played 1 year at Mars Hill University in Asheville, North Carolina. 24-year-old Abu Hawass as Bauji to the line and gets the first one off the back iron and in. Inside the final minute of the third quarter of what has been a seesaw game between these two powerhouses of West Asian basketball. Bazai front court, Jordan trailing by 4. Looking inside, can't be fetched. Saud, a good effort blocking the pass, but couldn't keep the ball from going out of bounds. Saud, twice honorable mention in the All-Lebanese League team, 2011 and 2014. Sprawling out of action briefly, Saud there as Tucker outside. Dishes to Bazai in the corner for 3, no good. Rebound stuffed home by Hussein. So Jordan within 2 now. Rustam outside. Lebanon can practically hold for the final shot of this third quarter. Rustam to Saud. 5 seconds in the lane. The floater from Tibet is in. And the heave from Jordan. Tucker can't get it off in time. It went in, believe it or not, but it won't count. Tucker from 60 feet. But it doesn't matter for Tucker. He hasn't made a three-point bucket in this game. 0 for 3 from outside the arc. And what a moment that would have been. Alas, for Tucker and Jordan, it does not count. And so Lebanon at three-quarter time with the 4-point lead, 58-54. There is the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 app I've been mentioning. Live stats, live play-by-play, all the action from all 80 countries throughout the qualifying process and right into China next summer. Download it now, the FIBA Basketball World Cup 2019 app. You know, it must be said, thinking about that long bucket that did not count for Tucker, some shooters are known to intentionally wait until after the buzzer goes before launching that shot because they don't want their stats to be impacted negatively. I don't want to cast aspersions on Tucker there, but that shot, had it counted, had he shown a little bit more interest in getting it off in time, what that might have done to the atmosphere here in Zouk Mikkel, the Neuhad Nafwal Sports Complex. Instead, Jordan won that third quarter, outscoring Lebanon by 4 in the period. (24-20) the scores on the doors from that third quarter. And so we go into the final 10 minutes. This is still anybody's basketball game. Remember, it was a 4-point win for Jordan in the first game between these two teams in Group C of the Asian qualifying process. There you see the shot from Tucker. Impressive, but not a counter. Saud to Tibet. Lebanon with the first offensive possession of the final quarter. And that was careless, but Hussein with the tip, but couldn't keep the ball in play. So Saud will inbound to Young. Young was quiet in that third quarter. Nice cutting move to the hoop, but not converted. Going down, I think it was Tibet, as at the other end it's Alawadi. Backing into Bazai. Cross-court look for Al-Hamarsha. Good ball movement. Eventually Abbas rattles that shot out, and Young fouled by Hussein. That'll be Hussein's third personal foul of the night. And so full court pressure here from Jordan, but it's half-hearted as Bauji, plenty of space in the front court for Lebanon. Tibet against Hussein, ball stripped, taken by Alawadi. They've got numbers now, and the drive in off the glass. Hussein, the conversion. That was lackadaisical backtracking from Lebanon. Didn't look like Jordan had the numbers to pull off a fast break, but that's what they got. They got the bucket from Hussein. At the other end, the ball deflected. Abbas, that goes out of play off of Hussein. As he went down, I think he wanted the foul, as he did have good defensive position there, Mohamed Shaher Hussein. Crowd sitting on their hands a little bit here at the start of this fourth quarter, but this might change that. In from Saud. rolling off the screen and getting the tray to drop. 5-point lead now for Lebanon. But the pull-up three from Bazai is no good, trying to equal the Saud bucket. Sam Bazai. Young dishes off, but Lebanon will pull back outside, wisely so, as then the entry pass tipped away by Abbas. Might fall kindly, but the scoop by Rustam could not go in, but the ball out off the arm of Hussein. He wants the jury to take another look at this. Who did it touch? Well, I think that's Hussein for me. Good call for my money. Let's look at it again here. Yeah, Bauji's not there ahead of Hussein. So Lebanon 5-point lead and the ball. Bauji outside. Saud being hounded by Al-Hamarsha, but he drives. High conversion off the glass and in. Saud showing his all-around game there. He has 14 points now. Underneath, that's a foul as Al-Dwayri drawing another foul on Tibet. Tibet with 4 fouls now. Al-Dwayri, definite infringement on Tibet. So he's the first man in this game for either team up to 4 fouls, so he'll have to be careful. And the crowd letting Al-Dwayri hear it here. Didn't like him for one of his dunks after the whistle earlier in the game, but he swishes that first free throw through. Al-Dwayri now 6 for 12 from the line with that second free throw in as well. 12 points on the game for the man playing his first World Cup qualifier in this current cycle. And the Lebanese lead is once again 5. Tibet stripped. It's Al-Dwayri all the way inside. He was rejected but drew the foul. Tibet may be out of the game here with Al-Dwayri drawing the body contact. Al-Dwayri in an odd position outside. Showing good hands and a little bit of a handle as well. He was being bumped by Tibet, and he's going to be out of the game, you know. 4 points in 17 minutes for Charles Tibet. The Bloomfield Hills, Michigan native in America. Again, former player of a teammate of Hassan Whiteside with Tripoli in the Lebanese league. But he's done for the night with 7.5 minutes still remaining. Al-Dwayri back again to the charity stripe. Starting to find some form from the free throw line. Al-Dwayri 4 in a row in back-to-back possessions, and guess what? The lead narrows again for Lebanon. It's only 3 now. Saud outside to Abdelnour. Good dribble drive. Young somehow got the high arcing shot in off the glass. Sam Young now with 15 points as Abbas kicks outside. Good shot fake, then the drive. Contact by Bauji, but no, the rebound up and in. Another offensive conversion. This time Ahmad Al-Hamarsha. Just the deftest and gentlest of touches as nearly a backcourt violation on Saud. The ball stripped away by Tucker. But was there a foul on Darquavis Tucker? I believe there was. That looked pretty clean to me, I have to say, as Jordan with a bit of pressure at the timeline. There might have been a body bump by Tucker. I'll give the referees that one. It was close. From that angle, you didn't see as much contact as you did from the angle of the referee further behind the play. Or are they calling inadvertent whistle after all that? I think they've given the ball back to Jordan as the turnaround shot from Abbas is no good. So in the end, it all evens out, and Lebanon will have possession through Saud. Again, Saud nearly giving the ball away. This time it's Al-Hamarsha again showing his defensive prowess. Young outside now, nearly miscontrolled. Then he got bumped by Abbas, taking it to the 10. Sam Young averaging 22.6 points per game in the Lebanese league this past season with Homan Etman. Only a 69% free throw shooter in domestic play last year. Misses the first here. Now 1 of 6 for the game from the line, but make it 2 of 7. Jordan still hanging on to the Lebanese coattails. It's a 4-point game, 6:05 left in the final quarter. Tucker from 25 feet, no. Just can't get anything started offensively, Tucker. That ball, thought it was touched, but they're calling backcourt violation against Lebanon and Young. Not really the Lebanese player that Patrick Saba would want handling the ball that far from the net. Young 16 points in this game to match Saud as the leading scorers for Lebanon. Those are the only 2 players in double-digit points for the home team tonight. 3 with 10 or more for Jordan, Alawadi with 10, Abbas with 11, and Al-Dwairi, the big guy inside, with 14. Abbas 1 rebound away from a double-double for Jordan. He's got 9 boards thus far to go with his 11 points. $52 rebounds for Jordan in this game against 31 for Lebanon. That's still something we've been watching. Jordan averaging only 43 rebounds per game in this current qualification cycle. And again, they have 9 more than that already in this game. Jordan not shooting the rock well from outside, under 25% from three-point land. That may have to change if they want to squeak out the road win and continue their unbeaten run in Group C action in this Asian Basketball World Cup qualifying cycle. Abbas kicks outside Tucker. I beg your pardon, it doesn't count from Alawadi as Abbas rolled right into one of the Lebanese defenders. The weak side help from Young might have been moving a little bit there, but those calls can go either way most of the time, and I'm happy to give the referees the benefit of the doubt on that call as well. It's been a pretty well called game for my money. And Lebanon still with the whip hand in this contest. The 4-point lead and the ball is Bauji. Takes it to the rack, the reverse layup and in, and one. Al Dwyer for once on the wrong end of an encounter close to the glass. He now has 3 fouls. And Bassel Bauji, he's up into double digits now with 11 points. Still can't buy a free throw though as Tucker pulls down the board. Tucker was bumped, staggered, I think looking to draw a foul as Jordan almost already in the bonus as Tucker goes strong inside, draws the foul on Abdel Noor. So Tucker back to the free throw line. Not sure if he might be in a little bit of pain or he's just straining every sinew trying to get inside. To score a bucket, can't get many free throws in either. He's 3 for 7 now tonight from the line. Any kids watching at home, learn how to shoot better free throws than you're seeing in this game here tonight. Tucker gets the second one in, but between these two teams, under 50% of all free throws attempted have been made here tonight. Still, 5-point game, anybody's game, as inside Bauji with position on Tucker. Dar Tucker committing the foul. His first of the evening. Third team foul. I beg your pardon, 5th team foul against Jordan. So Bauji will go to the line here. The Cedars will be in the bonus for the rest of the night. It's a celebration anytime a free throw goes in tonight. Bauji, the clenched fist. Trying to give his country a little bit of breathing space. Just over 5 minutes left in this 4th quarter. The Lebanese lead is 7. Abdeen back into the game, hassled by Martinez, who's checked in for Lebanon. Tucker outside. Good defense again on him, but this time the bump by Martinez, I think it was. Again, Tucker reacting to every minor bump and scrape, heading toward the paint. I do think he may be suffering from jet lag or travel fatigue, just the end of a long season for San Lorenzo in Argentina. Not easy to get from Buenos Aires to Lebanon as that shot floated in by Abdeen. Nicely done for Abdeen. He now in double figures with 10 points tonight. Martinez to Haidar. Bauji for 3. That's off the back iron, but a good, strong offensive board by Abdel Noor. Bauji could try again, instead holds things up for Martinez. 6 on the shot clock. Nice ball movement. Corner 3 is up and not in, but the rebound Bauji. Now he'll go himself and get the ball to rattle down and in. Bauji didn't want to shoot that layup, but he had no choice in the end, and it was the right decision. Trap at half court as Hussein nearly in trouble, but the slam in by Al Dwyer. Good look in the end, the reverse around the body pass by Hussein. Al Dwyer with the highlight reel dunk. 3:24 left in the fourth. Lebanon 72, Jordan 67. And a hand check outside on Al-Awadi. The elephant figure of Patrick Saba gesticulating frantically from his position on the sideline for Lebanon. And out goes Hussein. He has 3 fouls in the game. And it will be Young to the line. No. It's like eating your greens and brushing your teeth as a kid. Practice those free throws. Gets the second free throw to rattle down and in. So the lead is 6. Plenty of time for Jordan. Abdeen, front court for the visitors. Abdeen all the way in and down for Abdeen. In double figures in 4 of the 5 games now in the Asian qualifying cycle this season. Inside, Haidar able to finger the ball up and in after finding an unobstructed route to the hoop. Al-Awadi overcommitted and lead back up to 6. They can take their time here though. Abbas outside, bump with the body, but Tucker then tripped up. That should be a foul and is on Abdul Noor. He's pleading his case very strongly. But that should be his 4th foul of the night. Both teams now in the bonus, so Tucker a chance to try and redeem his fortunes at the free throw line. Still no. Look at Tucker's reaction. He's not happy. He's not been enjoying this game tonight, I don't think, Darquavis Tucker. Second free throw in as the tangling of legs and torsos underneath the basket at this end of the court. Haidar and Al-Dwairi down, and Al-Dwairi's in a bit of pain here. Is it cramping possibly? It's a warm night by the shores of the Mediterranean. Al-Dwairi's played 28.5 minutes of this game. As you see this coming together again, Al-Dwairi went down. It was his opposite number, Haidar, who went into the cameraman. But Al-Dwairi comes out of that tangle the worse for wear. He may need to hobble off for at least a short break on the Jordanian bench. 16 points, 4 rebounds, and the 3 personal fouls for Al-Dwairi in this game. Still plenty of time for Jordan. They don't need to foul. They don't need to do anything untoward. Abdeen allows the ball to get through to Haidar, and then the pass intercepted by Abbas. Abbas in transition, lays it up, and it was blocked, and blocked cleanly, but ball rolled out of bounds off Martinez, and I think maybe a finger in the eye on Haidar there as he clutched his face. Inadvertent from Abbas. Watch it from this angle. His left arm into the face of Haidar there. I think that's a perfectly fair no call. So Hussein checks out. Abbas with the ball. Jordan can cut the lead to 3. Abbas forced to kick outside. Long shot. Will that count? It doesn't matter as Abdeen fouled. Ball did not go in. With an even 2 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Abdeen 0 for 1 from the free throw line tonight. And 5 for 9 in the qualifiers in total from the line. Gets that first free throw in. Every point counts now. Second free throw swished by Abdeen. It's a one-possession game. Lebanon 75, Jordan 72. Not always the highest quality on display in the Nuhad Nafwal Sports Complex Arena here in Zouk Mikel in Lebanon, but an intriguing game. It's gone this way and that. It's been never more than a 10-point advantage for either team. Lebanon has consistently led since the early stages of the first quarter, as they try and go joint top of Group C with Jordan. The Lebanon win would make them both have 4 wins and 1 loss apiece ahead of the final round of first stage qualifying on Sunday. Jordan home to India, Lebanon home to their culturally similar rivals, Syria. Lebanon, Syria used to be a combined geopolitical entity back under French colonial rule. You can still see the French influence in this arena. The signposts throughout marked in both Arabic and French. And some French influence in the Lebanese team as well. Jean Abdelnour, very French first name for the Lebanese captain. Back to serious matters. Lebanon wants to extend this to a 2-possession game again. Sam Young outside. Saoud. Bauji. Cross-court dish. Young, the long 3. It's short. Rebound. Towering up is El Dwayri back in the game. Recovered from cramping. And Jordan a chance to possibly tie the game, maybe get it to within 1. They don't need to take a 3 here. Tucker, I'm sure, would love to drain one from distance. Instead, he goes in and gets the hoop. Dar Tucker coming to the party. It's a 1-point game. Bauji shot fakes the 3. Lebanon would love to kill some time and get a bucket here. 10 on the shot clock, 1:13 in the game. Long way from the hoop, Saoud. Works his way around Al-Hamarsha and gets the floater to drop. Big bucket for Amir Saoud. He has 18 to lead all scores. Tucker outside, inside the final minute. 3-point shot, short. Rebound, another offensive board, El Dwayri. Looking for Tucker inside. Hit and up, but not in. Foul on Lebanon. Tucker again to the line. It's all happening in Zouk Mikel. Tucker again, 76% free throw shooter in the season for San Lorenzo in Argentina. Gets that shot to fall. Now 7 for 12 from the line in this game. It's a 2-point game. Big potential rebound here if he misses, but he makes. And timeout taken with 45.7 seconds left. It's a 1-point game. Lebanon and Jordan, these two basketball powers of West Asia. Trying to take a big step forward towards the promised land of China next summer and the 2019 FIBA Basketball World Cup. Timeout taken by Lebanon, interestingly. It was not a Jordanian timeout. Saba just steadying the troops. It'll be Saud to take the ball inbounds, as you just heard Saba exhorting his 6-foot guard. Interesting decision with a likely trapping situation to have the smallest man in your team inbounding the ball. Might be difficult to see the sight lines properly. See if Sam Douglas puts a big man on the inbounder to make it not much more difficult for him to find a target. They've advanced the ball beyond half court here, Lebanon. Nervous energy in the crowd, as much as anything. And Jordan happy to play passive defense on the inbound. So Young into the corner, where a three would be a killer here. Bauji likes that shot fake. Now he's stuck, but finds the man inside. That's a hopeless shot, but the rebound taken down and then not forced in. Haidar with the second chance. What a sloppy offensive possession, and Jordan can almost hold for the last shot of this game. Tucker, 15 seconds to go. Spreading the floor. Tucker wanting the ball. He's trapped outside. Abbas, ball inside. He's fouled Abbas with 3.9 seconds left. What is Sam Douglas complaining about? Free throws coming up. It is Abbas, the 73.5% free throw shooter on the season with Beijing Baikong in the Chinese league. 2 free throws to possibly give Jordan the steal of a victory here in Lebanon. No! So now Abbas must make to tie. Now Dwyery. He's had more than a few offensive rebounds tonight. 3 in total. Watch out for that. Second free throw is no good. The rebound's taken down, and they can't foul Bauji. Fires the ball up the court, and that will do it for the game. 2 clutch free throws missed by the 73.5% free throw shooter Zaid Abbas. And Lebanon hangs on for the 1-point victory, 77-76. And they move atop Group C alongside Jordan in Asian World Cup qualifying. What a night, what a game. What an abject display of free throw shooting. Seems an appropriate way to end the night, really. Abbas finishing 1 for 4 from the free throw line. Jordan 21 of 41 in the contest. Lebanon only a few percentage points better at 12 for 22 on the night. And Not only did both free throws miss, Jordan not alert enough to foul somebody and extend the game by one more possession. So Lebanon gets the win. Jordan with the point difference between the two games, between these two teams. They won by 4 points on home court against Lebanon. That may make a difference in terms of who wins Group C at the end of the day, but it doesn't ultimately matter in terms of all the games being carried over, all the results being carried over of the games in the first stage of qualifying into the second stage. Might make a difference in terms of the matchups in the second stage groups. But a game that went right down to the final free throw, and it was missed. Both of them were missed by Zaid Abbas, one of the stars of Jordan's win at home to Lebanon. 13 points, 5 assists, 2 steals back in the second round of games in this qualifying cycle. But in this game, he will wonder more than most what might have been. 11 points on the night for Abbas, but 4 for 14 from the field and 1 for 4 from the free throw line. Had 10 rebounds as well to get his double-double. But that's a hollow statistical feat at the end of tonight's action. That does bring an end to Asian qualifying in this first night of the third window of games, with the 3 previous results all confirmed. New Zealand 124-65 winners over Hong Kong. Korea winning in China 82-74. And in the other game here in Group C, it was Syria 81.